We're ready to go when you are.
All righty. Welcome to the Zoom tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a guest tonight, please sit back, relax. Nobody's going to pressure you in any way, but I do want you to think about the person who invited you. They thought enough of you and loved you enough and cared enough to at least share this with you tonight. We won't be long-winded, but boy, do we have a great lineup tonight. We have a very special guest, and I will give you a little pinch. I mean, you ever thought about this? We go to high school, we go to college. Some of us go to even further in college, and then go further in college, and then we go out and work like a dog from eight to faint. Wouldn't you like to hear from a guy who was in college as an athlete and discovered he didn't ever have to get a job? That's who's on the call tonight. It's an amazing story. But I got my great co-host from Florida today, Reese, right there, man. He's going to run the show. He's going to do the presentation. Let me tell you a little bit about Reese. Reese and his wife love doing what they're doing because they love helping people. Their heart is right for the people, and they love having fun. And I can't think anybody else I'd rather co-host with tonight than my buddy Reese from Florida. Take it, sir.
Thank you, Fred. I'm glad to be here once again. Ashley's not with Ashley Rowland, who usually does this, not with us tonight. They got parties going everywhere, and I know Anthony's actually at a party right now, and he's going to come in and as Fred was talking about, I probably gave it a little away our guest, but sorry about that, Fred. I know you're trying to keep it under wraps a little bit, but I just blew it for you. But that's all right. He's at a party running the show, and he's going to be jumping on with us. But he's up in Chipley. He's still in Florida, but anyways. I'm gonna get right into it. As Fred said, Ashley and I, my wife is Ashley as well, but we've been doing this for just over a year now and have absolutely loved it. The best part of it is truly the partnership. You see the name there, it's partner.co, partner.co, or partner co is how I refer to it all the time. My wife and I, like I said, started about a year ago, and the best part is the partnerships that we have with everybody. I mean, just the friendships we've made. But as I said, our name is Partner Co or Partner.co. Of course, you see the tag there, get paid to live your dream, and you're going to get to see that tonight. So we actually do business in over 58 countries. You can literally join today and start with a business with us, and you can be doing business in 58 different countries. You can have a global virtual franchise. I'll give you just one example. I don't know people outside of the United States. However, we signed up a girl in Tampa, and she had a friend in the United Kingdom. She signs her up, and now we have a global virtual franchise going in the United Kingdom. So you can do this all over the world, which is absolutely outstanding. We have over 118 products. Anything from the balance and the hormones, improved energy, athletic performance, skincare, some of my favorite, the clean energy drinks, and some gut health and vitamin, just all kinds of awesome products. And what separates our products is the fact that our products are created from a doctor standpoint first. They are created from a health standpoint. They're doctor created, backed by science. You see right there, tested and proven. Our products, we do clinical studies on. They have no filler ingredients, no negative ingredients. These clinical studies have actually allowed 12 of our products to go into the physician's desk reference, which that's very hard for supplements to get into because it's really a big pharma type a book for treating diseases, but we have 12 of our products in there, and that just speaks to the quality. We have a team of over 75 doctors, along with a wellness council and athletic council, that's making sure we have the best products out there. So I'm going to start just with our first product, and then I'm going to roll right into let Anthony come on and just kind of introduce himself. But I'm going to start right now with kind of the science behind the body balance and drops. This is our product we focus on a lot. And it's just a wonderful product. Personally, I've had great success on it, and I'll share a little bit more in a minute. But they're body balancing drops. You might have heard them called skinny drops or happy drops, super drops, all kinds of names, but they're all just, they do so many things, which is why there's so many different names. So the first bottle is a clear bottle or a clear liquid, and that is 12 different plant leaves that have anything that support your appetite control, thyroid, whether you have a hypo or hyperactive a thyroid. It helps level that out. For me, the biggest thing was leveling out, helping my pancreas level out my insulin resistance, so to help cut those sugar cravings. And then the second bottle has a methylated form of B12. It also has roots like rhodiola in it, which helps limit that cortisol secretion, that hormone of cortisol that is secreted when you're stressed out. And then when you're stressed out, more hormones, more of that cortisol secretes. And then you just have more stress and then more cortisol. So it just keeps rolling like that. But this helps stop that, which is absolutely outstanding. And then the just gives you, with that B12, gives you that level energy. If you have those 3 o'clock slumps, in the afternoon after you've eaten lunch or whatever, you have that 3 o'clock slump, this really helps level it out. You don't have the spike, you don't have the crash, just a good level energy all day long. And then when you get that good energy throughout the day, you actually sleep so much better, or I did. Of course, with anything, when you're trying to lose weight, the first thing you've got to do is you've got to eat right. There's no miracle cure out there. There's no miracle pill, no miracle drop that you can take and that you're going to just lose weight. Eat 3 pizzas a day and 2 tubs of ice cream at night, and you take the drop and you lose weight. That doesn't exist. If it did, somebody would be a trillionaire at this point, but it doesn't. So what we have to do is eat right. And these drops help our bodies get leveled out. They help them get to the point where your insulin's leveled out, your hormones are leveled out, so your body starts to crave the foods that it was intended to ingest, that it was intended to take in for energy and for life. God didn't intend us to eat all these processed foods, but yet that's what we do, especially here in America. These drops give you the discipline to help you stay on this food list, to control those cravings so that your body craves these foods. We're not a diet. You just eat from this approved food list when you're hungry. And the nice thing about it is, with these drops, your body is going to tell you when you're hungry and when you're not hungry. So it'll tell you when to eat and when to stop eating. So that's how it rolls to start the weight loss. So we have real people, real results. I'm going to bring up Anthony. Anthony's not, I'm sorry, that's Fred's slide, but I'm going to bring up Anthony. Anthony, you there with us, buddy? Maybe. Did I lose everybody? Fred, you still there?
I am here, sir.
Maybe Anthony's not ready for us, but we can roll back. Anthony, when you do get ready for us, let us know. He doesn't really have a skinny drop story.
I'm here.
Because, he's there.
There he is.
There's my man. So Anthony is in Chipley, Florida right now at some of the Panhandle Girls party right now. He's joining us. So Anthony, we're just getting started talking about the skinny drops. Just share a little bit about your don't go quite into the business yet, but just share about it. And then Fred, you take it away.
Okay, absolutely, everybody. So my name is Anthony Moreland. I'm from Dallas. I live in Dallas, Texas, but I also travel a lot. And right now I'm in Florida. But you guys, these products is really 50% of the reason why I even started this opportunity. So for me, when my friends shared everything with me that you're about to hear about, I remember telling my friends, if half of what y'all telling me is true about these products, that'd be a blessing for me and my family. So I got started sharing with friends and family. I started seeing tremendous results myself as an athlete. So if you are an athlete on here, or you go to the gym a lot and you need some products that's going to help you recover, we have some amazing products to do that. But then also my family. I started watching. I have a handicapped brother who's blind, never worked out a day in his life. I started watching him use these drops and started losing weight, you guys. No working out or anything. For years, I was the person that always said, well, I don't know what to tell them, because I was so used to working out to lose, to stay in shape. And my older brother is blind, and he's lost over 100 pounds using these drops. So it's just an amazing thing. But then my mom, and I also had my grandparents on them before they passed away. But I had so many friends and family members that was on the products. And here I am today, still traveling around the world, sharing with people. We have about 30 people in the event right now that just coming to hear about these body balancing drops. But Fred is going to tell y'all a little bit more and talk to y'all a little bit more. You're going to hear from my financial standpoint how this has really transformed my life in just a second. But Fred, I'm going to pass it over to you, my brother.
You bet, man. Well, I went through a very life difficulty where I made bad choices when I was a younger man, and I ballooned myself up. I ate like a pig. Might have called my middle name might have been Hog, for all I know. And I had a near-death experience, and I started working on myself. The picture to the left was after all the surgery and everything, and I didn't have stomach surgery. I had cancer, but I still had not taken good enough care of myself to lose the proper weight. And look what the skinny drops have done for me. First of all, it's given me energy. My mind is clear. I have less brain fog than I've ever had in my life. And the truth of the matter is, not just with Cylinderize, but with the other products that I use, I'm actually in the best physical shape now at 67 versus when I was 45.
That's amazing. Fred, your story always absolutely amazes me. I had the pictures on another slide of when you were in the hospital and all that. And, just to see the lifestyle change, just to see the change in your health, like you said, is just amazing. And I myself have gone through that, not the near-death experience, but I honestly thought I would probably die early. I thought that I couldn't beat my sugar cravings. So my wife is right there on the left side, and that, of course, she actually brought these in. Some of you guys have probably heard this story, but Ashley brings the drops home, and she says, "Hey, I'm going to try these things we call skinny drops, and I'm going to do this business." And I laughed at her and made fun of her, called the drops snake oil, called the business a scam. And it wasn't going to go well for me in my household. As those that do know Ashley, that she's not going to put up with that. So my house was not going to be a very happy place. So I said, okay, I'm going to take the drops. And I took the drops to prove it wrong, because I did keto, I did paleo, I did Noom, and I had success. But 2 or 3 weeks spread into this, and I would start craving sugar again. And I would go into withdrawals. And my wife would be like, okay, go eat a Snickers, because I was grumpy, just kind of like, you're a different person, like the commercials or whatnot. So I would end up giving back into the sugar, eat it, and gain all the weight. So after about a week and a half, though, on the drops, I went to bed one night and I thought to myself, I didn't have a Coke today, a soda, and I was having 5 or 6 a day. I know this sounds immature, like I'm a little kid, but it is what it is. I always have to have something like a cookie and a cold glass of milk. Let me rephrase that. Not a cookie, a whole sleeve of Oreos or a whole pack of Oreos. And that's why I was 291 in that picture. That picture right there, my before picture was a year and 3 days ago. And now I'm down actually 64 pounds and feeling the best. My blood work, my cholesterol's back in check. My A1C is down from 6.2 to 5.2 now. So just feeling so much better. And I feel like I have my life back. So absolutely amazing. And of course, my wife wasn't about the weight. Hers was more about no more night sweats, balancing those hormones and just not having any more night sweats, which is great because we don't have to wash the sheets I hope she's not on here, but we don't have to wash the sheets every single morning. So that was her big win. But as I'm talking, you'll see some different people in here. I mean, it's not just for, big guys like me. It works balancing, people. I mean, we have people on here that have never, that didn't need to lose weight. They just need to get rid of the night sweats or balance their hormones out. Their bodies were so out of whack, and these drops have done it for them. You see Kristen right here. I mean, she's a CrossFit girl, but she still takes the skinny drops. Chelsea, again, she's a trainer in a gym, takes the skinny drops, have helped her, her mood and everything so much. I mean, off medications. See Jordan, same thing. Off medications, just a totally different person. You can see it in her smile. And you see so many. Brittany with PCOS that couldn't find anything to lose weight. I mean, basically her brain was telling her that she had a tumor and she was going blind. She could not lose weight, but the skinny drops found her. In fact, Jerry and Allison gave them to her, and she started taking them, and Brittany's pounds now, and she's rocking this business. That's actually her mom right beside her. And then, of course, Kim Gray. I saw Kim on here. just to tell you a little bit about her story, Kim is absolutely my favorite story. And Kim, you are more than welcome to chime in if you want to, but I'll tell it otherwise. But Kim has muscular dystrophy. She struggled. She can't work out. She struggled losing weight, and her doctor was like, "You've got to lose weight." Well, Kim started taking the drops, and Kim, only thing that ever worked for her, she lost 92 pounds. She got her life back. She also financially got her financial life back. She was hurting health wise, and she was hurting financial too. Her and her husband both were on disabilities. Our own disability. She had credit card debt just from living expenses, but this company changed and this business changed it all for her. She's now paid off all of her debt, bought new cars, paid off her house 5 years early, and just living her life so well. And hey, Miss Kim hadn't hardly even left Alabama, never been on a plane. And this year, just us getting started this year, I've been to Puerto Rico with Kim and Eric. I'm going to Tahiti with Kim and Eric. They're all over the place, in Orlando and Mexico, all kinds of places, just jet setting around the world. Her story is so phenomenal from a health standpoint and a financial standpoint. And then you'll just see Miss Liz. I mean, just people. It doesn't matter your race, ethnicity. It doesn't matter your size. It doesn't matter your age, male or female. These drops just work. And I know Melissa and Andrew, I know Melissa was on here. I know that is not an updated total. They just keep upping that number of the weight they've lost in the business they've done. And of course, Misty, Ursula, mother of six. I think Anthony's with them right now. Mr. Ernest, I saw you earlier. I mean, you just see all these people, different body types, different situations, all benefiting from these drops. So many different ones. Fred, any testimonies or anything that stick out to you? I lose you.
Yeah, no, you lose me. I was muted out because I've been here hooting and hollering. I love them all. The reality is what I see people doing here is gaining their life back. I mean, look at Dr. Crystal there. I mean, this is a doctor. Look at she had a disability. I forgot what they called it, MS or whatever. But look what it did to her. Here she was a physician. And look at, she's lost 162 pounds. My God, she weighs less now than the amount of weight she lost. You don't think she ain't happy? You don't think she don't feel like she's got the future in front of her? Listen, there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and feeling sick and tired of being sick and tired, but not knowing what to do about it. We've got the answer.
That's right. And Fred, you talk about Dr. Crystal and Kim and so many others. Not only did they lose the weight, they've kept the weight off for years, which is absolutely outstanding. That was something that I always struggle with. So that's the drops. We're going to shift right into the business now. We're going to roll right into if you were thinking about maybe getting a discount on the product or maybe doing the business itself. This is where we start. You can buy the products if you want to from whoever invited you. That's fine. Take the products. The products are outstanding. But to do the business, to get the discount, you just have to pay one time $30, $29.95 one time. That's going to give you a replicated website. And what that means is somebody can go to that website and buy from you. And you get paid for that, which is absolutely outstanding. You get the back office where you can keep up with everything. You get the Partner Coach Share app that has all the documentation for every single product. You get virtual trainings and in-person trainings, just so many things along with we'll give you a resource that is called Boards with our board that goes in that it will help you along your journey. And then the next piece, we kind of always shift to how do you start? Is to basically buy this 4-pack. You could also pre-sale. We have probably half of our team, Fred, they pre-sale this pack before they ever come out of their pocket. Actually, they never come out of their pocket. They actually pre-sell this. They do the posting. They sell 3 boxes. 3 boxes at $150 is $450. You can buy this 4-pack at $371. So what that means, Fred, is that you sell 3 of those boxes. You pay for your business. You pay for your 4-pack. You get a little bit of profit, and you get your box free. So that gets you started on the product and gets you started in a business. And you can pre-sell all those, which is amazing. Then you can roll into the 10 packs, which creates a little bit more revenue on the retail side. Once you do that, we make it very simple. There are some very smart people out there that really put this together. It's what we're all using. It's called our System of Growth, but you download the Boards app and we send you an upload that is our System of Growth. And then you're set up to just start posting. So what you'll do is we encourage you to post 2 times a day, 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And we have all those posts for you. All you have to do is basically point and click and it's posted. I actually do all of mine, all my posts. I set up my post on Sundays. And so I do 5 days of posting and it's all set up within an hour. So you can do this with very little time. You know, my wife and I both have demanding jobs. I work 60 hours a week. She works at least 60 hours a week. However, we find the time to do this and it has changed our lives. The last and final piece, if you want to do the business and you want to unlock some of these things like a weekly paycheck, unlock bulk buying and that 30% discount after your first 4 weeks, unlock trips, you or a customer needs to buy every fourth week needs to buy $150 of product or 100 points of product, and then you're set. All that's unlocked. There is no contract. It's not like you're set with this. It's going to keep coming. You can stop it. You can change it. You can do whatever you want to there. It is your business. And if you had to and stopped it, you could stop it for a little while and then start it again and you come back in right where you were at. It's not like you lost any ground, which is absolutely amazing. We get paid 9 different ways, Fred. This is my favorite thing, man, and I know it is yours. I love your story. We have the #1 compensation plan, but Fred, have you ever gotten paid 9 different ways outside of this industry?
And let me tell you, I spent most of my life in the ditch laying brick. I was a good brick mason, nothing wrong with that. But we'd run to the bank, and the bank teller used to tell us to get in line. Everybody from Ryder Masonry, I can say his name has been passed a long time. Everybody from Ryder Masonry, get in this line right here. And you were fighting for position because you knew sooner or later it was going to run out of money and your check wouldn't clear. And we get paid 9 ways. We used to just pray to get paid. Now we get paid 9 different ways. I just love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a salaried employee at my job. I make decent money, but like you said, I get paid one way. I get paid the same thing every single week, doesn't change. But getting paid 9 different ways and getting paid based on helping other people is absolutely outstanding, and I absolutely love it. So like we said, we get paid 9 different ways, from the retail side of things, new volume bonus, your commissions. But we're going to talk about a couple of the bonus side of it. This is one of my favorites. It is the $10,000 savings bonus. And what it is once you reach a certain point, which is $250 in base commission, Partner Co. will take their own money on top of it, and they will take 15% of that 250, not of that 250, on top of that 250, and they will put it into a savings account for you. And once that savings account hits $10,000, they're going to give you a call, congratulate you, and then you're going to get a check. You're going to get that money in your account the next Friday. And then after that, every 4 weeks, you're going to continue to get an extra check every 4 weeks for that bonus money. Absolutely outstanding. They can't take it away from you. You're earning it. You will get it. It is absolutely outstanding. And that's why I love this company. And then the next piece, which is my wife's absolute favorite part, and the one thing that this is why she started doing this, is to go on the trips. We do 2 trips a year that you can win, all expenses paid. Our big trip is to Tahiti every year. See, this year they're doing a cruise, a 7-night, 8-day Tahiti trip. I think we're on the boat for 7 days, and I'm excited. Ashley and I won that, so we get to go. We're going with people like Kim Gray and Eric and Todd and those guys. So we're excited about that. And that was my wife's goal, was to win the Tahiti trip, and she did that. The other trip is our North American trip. This year we're going to the Bahamas. It's easier to win. It's an awesome trip. I think last year it was in Mexico. It moves around, but this year we're going to the Bahamas. So another great perk of this company are these trips. All right, Anthony, you still there, man? Let's hear about your financial success, my friend. Take him a second to get back. Fred, you with us still?
Okay, can y'all hear me?
We got him now.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. So y'all heard my physical part. Well, for me, it just helped me out with track. But earning extra money was something that I really was looking forward to doing. At the time when I got introduced, I was in college. I was one of those broke college students. So if you're on here and you're in college and you're looking for a way to generate extra money, this is it. You've seen the system that Reese shared. That system is so simple, like anybody can do it. But at 21, I found myself very busy. I worked 2 part-time jobs. I also was double major, and I ran track at the university. So I was very, very, very busy at 21 years old. I mean, I literally know what it's like to wake up at 5 a.m., really 4:30 a.m., and sometimes not go to sleep till 1 a.m. because you're just so busy with life. But when I found this opportunity, I was able to wiggle it in. So this is something you'll be able to do, 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here. You can pre-schedule, all your posts. And then next thing you know, you're looking up, you're starting to generate extra income. Well, in about 8 months, I was making enough money to pay for all my bills as a college student. And also, I was able to even start helping my grandparents with pay off some credit cards and different things like that at a very young age. And that was only in 8 months. So I just kept going and kept going, where I look up and I graduate from college and I'm like, well, okay, I got this degree. Where's the dream job? I'm looking for the phone call. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that phone call. And it never came. So if it wouldn't have been for this opportunity, I probably would have been working anywhere, warehouse. And there's no disrespect to any job. You heard Fred talk about laying brick. For me, I didn't mind working hard, but nobody was calling me. And I was like, I didn't go and put myself $100,000 in debt to just go work anywhere. And that's what happens to most of us kids when we get out of college. We normally have to go work for something that we don't really want to work for. But now this opportunity has allowed me to travel around the world. I literally am here in Florida. I've been here now for 3 weeks. I actually got to go on a boat with my friend Reese and his wonderful family, Ashley and his daughter and son. Got to meet his son. But in this opportunity, not only do you get to make good money, you get to take these amazing products, but you get to make some of the best friends in the whole wide world. Like 2 years ago, I got to meet Fred Duff, the great Fred Duff. And now he's one of my best friends in the whole world. So is Reese. And so I'm here with a group full of people in the background over there. And it's just amazing, all these friends and family you get to meet.
I ask you one question.
Go ahead, Fred.
Do you think if you had went on, listen, nothing wrong with having a job, by the way. Let me be very clear. I'm not picking at people who have jobs. I had one for years. We got to do something, that's for sure. But do you think you could have called your boss if you'd have went the traditional way, got the job, and you happened to be in Florida? We saw you in Florida about 3 weeks ago, and you decided, I think I'm just going to stay here and I expect to still get paid, and I'll go home when I want to go. You think that could have ever happened in a just traditional job?
No, I tell you, Fred, absolutely not. Matter of fact, I'll never forget this. One of the jobs I did have, one of the few jobs I ever had, I worked at Antley. And that, for most people, that would be like a dream job. They paid real good, came with lots of benefits. But I'll never forget the time my grandmother had a stroke. And I was like, well, I need to take off so I can take care of my grandmother and be there for her. And you know what they told me, Fred? They told me, no, we can give you 2 or 3 days, but we can't give you a week or 2. I'm like, well, no, it's my grandmother. Like, I love and care about my grandmother. It's family. I'm doing whatever I can. And so, no, they wouldn't. They would have told me I was fired probably a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Probably I would have been fired 2 weeks ago. Not sure. Probably.
Any last thoughts? What would you say to a person who's watched the Zoom tonight? One, either has some more questions, ready to get started, and the best way to plug in. What would you say to that person right now and as we close?
what I would tell everybody is I encourage you to get back with that friend, that family member that picked up that phone or sent that text message to you and said, hey, you need to listen in and hear what these gentlemen have to say. But first, I would just thank them. And then for all the people out there who are afraid, scared, maybe you like, well, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work for me. Trust me, I was scared as all out there. I didn't know what I was getting my hands to. I was a computer science major and a business and business administration. I didn't know that I was going to be talking to people and sharing amazing products 12 years later. But what I can tell you is get started. There's like eventually you got to just look in the mirror and say, hey, I got to do something different. If you want things to change, you have to change. And this right here will help you change your health physically, and it's going to help you change your finances if you actually do it. The system works. Be teachable and coachable. I was teachable and coachable. I never had done nothing like this. So I asked my friends, I said, hey, can you teach me? And they said, yeah. I was like, hey, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. And I started doing that, and I'm thankful I did. I'm still teachable and coachable now. I learned from the great Fred Duff. I learned from Reese. I'm in the building with my mentor now. I learn from him all the time. So, hey, I get to learn from people all over every single day. But I encourage you to get started because right now is the time. Hey, if there's no better time, and there's no better time than right now.
Hey, I want to thank Reese all the way from Florida and Anthony in Florida, all the way from Florida with the dual zip code, and for being on the Zoom tonight. Listen, folks, $29.95. What if it works? What if it works? $29.95. When I can't even buy a shovel, commercial grade shovel, the shovel mortar or sand for $29.95. Come on. So listen, folks, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Get back with the person invited, just like Anthony said. Get your questions answered by somebody who knows what they're talking about in this industry. Don't go to an old bricklayer who 30 years ago could have told you one thing about this business, an old broken down bricklayer. I couldn't have helped you, but we can help you now. We look forward to talking to you soon. God bless everybody.
Bye, guys.